Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Attack on Titan. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 2 of season 4 of Attack on Titan. I did not expect to start in Marley, with the Eldians fighting a war for Marley, while equally hating the other Eldians that are on parity and wanting to defeat them to prove that they're the good Eldians. You know, Gabi really wants to be the armored Titan. I can see that fierceness in her, but for her to think for a second that they're going to free the Eldians and Marley, sure, Jan. They didn't even give them credit at the end of this war. They said the Marleyan army, not even the Eldians, not even any of the Titans. The Marleyans won the war. They're never going to give you credit. They're never going to set your people free. They're using you and manipulating you and brainwashing you to go kill your own people on an island who have no idea you even exist. And you're blaming them for your mistreatment instead of the people that are actually laying their hands on you and putting your people in harm's way, throwing them from a plane and turning them into Titans. 800 people on the front, suicide bombers. Yet it's the Eldians in parody who have no idea that you exist. And I get that they're children and they've been groomed to think this, and they've groomed her very well. Now, the fact that she is kind of the front runner for the Armored Titan, sure, I can see it. She's feisty, she's smart, she came up with a great plan to defeat the Armored Train. But I do feel like Falco might be our surprise. Because they did mention that her grades weren't great. And, if he is showing compassion and, he cares about grades and pleasing the Marley higher ups, whoever decides this, the military, the dictatorship that they are, that they might try to choose him thinking that showing compassion and being kind is a weakness. To where they might not be able to control her as easily. Now, his brother, Colt, is up for the Beast Titan. I did mess that one up because I was like, no, Zeke's never going to run out of his 13 lives that he gets as the Beast Titan. I think Colt equally is kind of the same as Falco, where he doesn't want to sacrifice the Eldians. He tries to stop it any way he can. And of course, McGrath is just full-on Marley asshat. But I do feel like those two boys are incredibly special. Falco mostly because when he wakes up at the beginning, he says something that's very interesting. And that is, didn't I just have two swords? Wasn't I just flying through the air? I thought I was fighting Titans. So, we did learn last season that all of the Titans, all of the Eldians are connected to one coordinate. Funny word you use there. We know that Eren has been called the coordinate, and I always thought that the founding Titan had the coordinate. And that when Grisha ate the founding Titan, he gained that ability, and then when when Eren ate him, Eren gained the ability of being the coordinate. It might just be that he is. I don't think he's a Jesus by any means, but he might just be the coordinate. He might be the thing that connects everybody. And maybe how all the Titan juices came together in him created that. Maybe it was already there. Maybe it has something to do with the founding Titan. I don't think so anymore. I think that that's completely a separate power. But I think Falco being able to see something like that was that connection to Eren. And the more you're connected to the coordinate, I really don't know where to go with that. I really don't. Because it could be the more you're connected to the coordinate, the easier it will be to get you on the side of Eldia. Or it could be the more you're connected to the coordinate, the less likely it is that, you could be controlled or that you're seen as a weakness because the coordinate can see through you. I don't even know if that's a thing. I'm trying to see how he saw that, and it had to be either to see somebody else's memories or see through somebody else's eyes. We know that you can see other memories from other people that you have consumed. And then you also had Eren Kruger at the end of the season saying, you have to save Mikasa and Eren. or Mikasa and Armin. And then his name was Eren. So like there's all like this stuff that is connected and woven together. And I don't know quite how it connects, but it is connecting. Slowly but surely. Now, we're back with Reiner, who I don't know how much time he has left as the Armored Titan, but I do believe he has to train the next candidate. And not that I'm like, I hope it's not Gabi, but I really think Falco is the better candidate because he reminds me of Armin. Like, it's the whole compassion and, you know, like, I don't want to say lack of fear, but like he's got feist in him. It's just not, it's not quite as bad as Gabi. And that he reminds me of Armin. And that's why I was so okay with Armin having the Colossal Titan power, because I could see Erwin taking that power and just saying, I'm going to end Marley and killing everybody. And I don't think Armin would do that, to where I do think that if we allowed Gabi to have the Armored Titan power, that would be incredibly dangerous, to where Falco might have a little bit more restraint. And, you know, not knowing really much about Reiner and knowing that he was living those two lives and it was kind of driving him crazy, like it's one of those things where it's just like, I don't know what happened to him other than the fact that he was a child soldier, just as these kids were, and was groomed and manipulated and brainwashed. And I can kind of see that that's not quite the case with Colt mostly, but maybe also by proxy, Falco. My other question about the Marleyan, well, not the Marleyan army, I guess it would be the Mid-East allies, which would be all the other countries that hate Marley, because Marley has been just a problem. And then when they failed in Paradise, they saw a weakness. So all these countries decided this is the time. How did those countries learn enough about the Titans to create weapons to then hurt the Titans? I guess it would be one of those things that like you could just experiment over time of war. Or do they have that other Titan, the last one, the 9th one that we haven't named yet? And have they been able to experiment on that said Titan? Like, I don't know what the case is here of like how they created technology that could destroy Titans, hurt Titans, pierce Reiner's armor. I'm not saying that like it's not something that they could have come up with on their own, but I feel like they probably had help by having a Titan. That was the one question I had about everybody else. And even then, like, let's say we defeat Marley and the Eldians are free. All those other countries are then going to kill the Eldians. So I feel like the Eldians are screwed no matter what they do, unless they all go to the island and I don't know what they've been doing for 4 years. They had all of Grisha's books. I don't know if he had like, this is how you build this. This is how you build that. Like, he's a doctor, not an engineer. So I don't know what they've been doing for 4 years. Hopefully, like, preparing as best as they can. Again, I don't know how technology advances because of the Titans, other than we have to keep trying to defeat the Titans. So then the humans or everybody else is like, this is the one way to stop them. And we heard at the end that like at some point, technology will eclipse the Titans. So at some point, they won't be worth anything anymore. But if you can still turn the people of Eldia into killing machines for you against all those other countries, all those other nations, then it's still not Marleyans taking the hit. So that's the other reason why I don't think Marley would ever let the Eldians go. Let's see. We also got to see the Cart Titan. He's not a good boy. Human in him is Peak. I think that was the name that they gave him. I would really like to see him in his human form. I would like to see him and the Jaw Titan in human form, because they're so gnarly looking as Titans. Like, all Titans are very gnarly looking, except for Eren's, who's like pretty dope looking. I mean, he's got like the pointy ears, but he's mostly human with skin. So, and then the Jaw Titan definitely means Ymir is dead, and that is Galliard, who has that new power. And I hate that I'm like, he's dope. Because they're Eldian. That's the only reason why I'm like, yeah, Titans. Wait, no, you're fighting for the wrong side. And even then, if people keep advancing technology, then even if we go to parity and we have all the Titans, they're just going to attack us there. So like something has to happen with all 9 Titans being together that like it's like Voltron. They become a mirror. I don't know. It's so dumb. I'm like, what happens when they all get together and they're all like holding hands going, I love you guys. Care Bear stare. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm really interested to get in this because I don't know when we're going to see Eren, Mikasa, and Armin again and what they've been up to for the past 4 years. I got to catch up with my boy Levi because I miss him. But you know what? I was really excited to see Reiner in the last episode. And I know that drives some people crazy because they're just like, why? Because I think he's a dope character. I want to know more about him. He's definitely, a sad, lost little boy who was groomed from a very young age. And I have a weakness for those stories. And although I am empathetic to his journey and to what he's gone through, that does not mean that I excuse anything that he's done. I feel like I have to put that out there that like there's never an excuse for killing people. There just isn't. So yeah. And it's so funny that I'm so uninterested in Zeke, but like his connection to Eren and obviously being Grish's son and then being of royal blood, like there's so many things that is so important about Zeke, but I'm just like, I don't care to get to know you right now, sir. I remember the baseball throws and it didn't feel good then. It doesn't feel good now. So, and the scream of turning the Titans or the Eldians that were all wrapped up into Titans and then dropping them, like they're just cannon fodder. They just, we can waste these people. Ugh. Again, I know that they're brainwashed. It's just breathtaking how awful that is and how they just don't see it and how they like love their abusers or at least like really want their approval enough to like go, beat up their bloodlines across the sea. It's wild. It's wild. But guys, excited to get into this episode. Don't know what I'm heading into, but hopefully it's something cool. Okay, guys, let's get into it.
The weapons of mankind have at last grown strong enough to sunder Marley's armor.
Ooh, that's no good.
Headlines the world over. Hold up this battle as proof of our weakness.
Yep.
If aircraft keep advancing at this rate, they will soon make bombs rain from the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And when that time comes, Titans, the devils of the earth, will only be able to look up and watch.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do when you got fighter jets.
We don't have any Titans with wings, do we?
Oh, there's still one we have to meet.
We've gone from the nation of heroes who crushed the Eldian devils to whatever the hell we are now.
Begging your pardon, General.
I can't believe Zeke is sitting in on this.
And the best way to buy that time is by giving the newspapers of the world a new headline to publish, something like this. Marley defeats the devils of Paradis and seizes the power of all 9 Titans.
Maybe. Will they believe it?
Forgive the reminder, but won't your term be up in a year?
He only has a year left.
You don't want to die with unfinished business, is that it?
You understand me completely.
Yeah.
My father, Grisha Jaeger, set something great and terrible in motion on that island. And as his former son, I would like to be the end of it.
Is that true? It's so funny how I'm like, I don't care about Zeke. I do now. I mean, Zeke has been loyal to Marley since the beginning of his life, turning in his parents, so I shouldn't be surprised that he's like gung-ho about this. What I'm getting from a lot of this is explosions. Maybe another country drops a nuke on Marley. Whoa. What the hell was that? Midnight train.
Your beast is like a second founding titan.
Yeah, a little bit.
What makes you so special, Zeke? It's not like you have royal blood in your veins.
About that.
But since you'll inherit the beast from me, you'll see my memories and learn my secret.
Your secret? About what?
The
Yeah,
way
what's
I
your
wipe
secret?
my ass, it's real special. Hope you don't tell anyone.
Too late. I want a full report. In the past 3 years, that island has swallowed up every survey ship we've sent to it. No survivors.
Interesting.
Tell me, what do you make of that, Zeke?
Considering the fact that none of those 32 ships have returned, I think it's clear that we're dealing with more than one Titan.
Oh, yeah.
My best guess is that Aaron coordinated with the Colossal or female, sinking our ships while blocking their escape.
A fair assessment.
I think so, too.
And we do well to remember, it isn't just their Titans that pose a threat.
Yeah. Remember that guy? He's my favorite. Oh, and her. Both. You okay, Reiner? You having a nightmare?
Sounded
for
like
you.
you were having an extra sweet dream, so I thought I'd let you enjoy it.
Hey,
You
Gilliard.
saved my life at Fort Slava. I owe you.
He's cute.
If I had inherited the armored Titan 9 years ago, then none of this would have happened.
You think so?
My brother would still be alive, because he wouldn't have gotten eaten trying to protect you.
He married his brother.
But I learned what I needed to from my predecessor, Ymir.
Oh, my.
An ironically grand name for such a pitiful woman.
Nah, she's pretty dope.
Did you think you could fill my brother's shoes?
Oh, he angry. He a mad
We
boy.
shouldn't pick on people who've been hit by artillery.
She's the cart titan?
It's been about 2 months since the last time I was human. Kind of forgot how the whole bipedal thing works.
Oh, she
By
forgot
the
how to
way,
walk.
Rhina, you ought to visit Gabi and the others. They're worried about you.
I think Gabi's more concerned about inheriting that power than anything.
Feels like I haven't seen you in forever.
Even though we're always fighting side by side.
Well, we shouldn't have to for a while.
We can hope.
Okay, I like Peak.
This way.
Sure. Hey, yeah.
Oh, the animation. It's kind of getting on my nerves.
And once they get back home, they'll become living proof of how inhumane Titan warfare is. Every time this happens, it makes us Eldians look more like monsters.
That's what I was thinking.
Shit! Shit!
Udo,
Shit!
Yeah,
Don't
calm
hit
down,
town
kiddo.
property.
Rhina! So, you're good to walk again?
Yeah.
Wow.
What about all of you? Gabi?
He's a big brother to them.
Did you hear? They're gonna take us all back to Liberio soon!
Wait.
We'll never get
Liberio.
chances like
Mr.
this, so
Braun's
let's
healing. He probably needs to get back to bed soon.
Mr. Braun? That's new for me.
Commander McGath said that place is only for lonely adults.
Are you sure? Because
Lonely
I just saw him
adults.
go in.
He's a lonely adult. Oh, he's seeing them as
Wait.
kids. Oh, you poor traumatized man. Boy, this is just a back and forth of feeling bad and like having rage and hate. It's wild for me.
I'll go shut him up.
Let's look the other way.
They're just having fun.
Give him this one night.
That's very kind of him. I feel like something bad's coming.
The girl who looks up to you more than anyone will inherit your Titan and will die at age 27.
She's
And that's if
14.
an artillery shell doesn't take her down first.
Whoa, Falco, maybe you should watch what you're saying.
Did you just say what I think you did?
Yeah.
How dare you claim that inheriting one of the 9 is less than an honor? If I choose to report this, it'll be you and your family dropped out of an airship as Titans next.
Okay,
Wait,
calm down.
please
let's,
don't do that.
Let's
I'm so
chill the fuck
sorry.
out.
Allow me to correct myself. I, warrior candidate Falco Grice, wish to atone for my ancestors' crimes.
Grace. How do I know that name Grace?
I don't just want to inherit the armor. I have to.
Okay.
That's right.
Why do you have to, sweetie?
Surpass Gabi to protect her. Spare her from the dark future we face.
That was a whiplash of a conversation, but damn.
I swear the air tastes different here in Liberio. Guess who's home?
Hey, please, I asked you not to yell.
Yeah, they're hung over.
You deserved a healthy dose of praise. What you did really was impressive.
Thanks a lot, Peak.
I really like Peak.
Vice Chief Brown. Does he want Eldians to be free from war too?
I'm sure of it, but...
If so, can I trust him?
Well, after he just yelled at you, maybe take a day or two. Back into the gates. My god. So is this Reiner's first time being home? Like, even, like, since the war, but, like, since Parody?
That's not what this is about!
Hey, you two. Try not to push yourselves too hard.
She's so sweet. How did she become a Titan?
Ah, Zeke. Grandpa. Grandma. It's so good to see you. We're so
His
very
parents
proud
are
of
still
all your
alive?
achievements. I'm not done. Not yet.
Ask about what happened to your aunt. Ask about Faye.
Reiner, you must be exhausted. Let's get you home so you can rest.
Hey, Mom. A little rest sounds good.
His mom. Why am I so emotional?
This is a sorry bunch of Eldians with mental trauma.
It happens to our guys too?
It's from
Of
all that time
course.
digging on the front lines. In their heads, these guys are still in the trenches.
That's what happens in war.
Kaboom!
You asshole!
Wow.
I hate him. I hate him.
It's okay, sir. It's over now. You don't have to fight anymore.
I really like Falco. I really do.
We couldn't be prouder of you, dear.
Reiner, do you think Gabi will become a warrior like you?
Yeah.
That's wonderful to hear.
That's crazy.
To think that our family will be blessed with 2 warriors.
Oh,
it's
they're
such
family.
a rare honor. I just hope you'll find a way to rid the world of those island devils. After that, our people will be able to live good lives.
So manipulated. So brainwashed. Oh my god.
I hear you barely escaped from those devils with your life.
Leave Reina alone, Dad. Those devils put him through hell. So even if it wasn't classified, there's no way that it's something he would want to talk about.
Put him through hell. Put me through hell.
As you know, I infiltrated their military. As expected, they acted like devils. Each of them was savage and cruel.
What?
During our induction, one devil started eating a potato.
True.
She bribed the instructor by offering him half the potato. However, the half she offered him was visibly smaller than her half.
What a devil.
They don't even know what compromise means there. Each of them was more hopeless than the last.
This is such a twisted view.
An insincere jerk who only ever thought about himself. A soft-hearted oaf who only ever thought of others. A brave but single-minded fool, and a bunch of chumps who followed his lead. Alongside all those different people stood me and my comrades.
My god.
The time that we spent there was truly hell.
You loved every second of it. Shut up.
They're all devils, and they're holding this whole world by the throat. They
No,
could unleash their
they're
army of huge
not.
titans at any moment and crush us all beneath their feet. They aren't anything like you and me. We're good Eldians, and we have to stop them.
Oh, man.
We have to punish the wicked Eldians who abandoned us, who fled and built themselves a paradise on top of a mountain of corpses.
It's not even the same Eldians. Ah! The brainwashing. Like, it's so breathtaking.
She says that you changed on the island, that her kid is gone.
Well, I left as a 12-year-old boy and came back a grown man. So she's not exactly wrong.
It feels like you're lying.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it was a soldier. That's awful.
What? Heard what? What happened out there?
Why are we all meeting in your office, Zeke?
Oh,
And where's the
coffee. I
brass?
want a coffee.
They're not here in this room. Can we all just meet for some tea?
Sure.
Feeling them out, seeing what they're up to, where their mind's at.
The Battle of Fort Slava made it clear the conventional weapons are advancing fast. That's bad news on 2 fronts. We'll lose our tactical value as Marley loses her strength. This threatens the whole Eldian race.
Sure does.
And there is but one solution. Marley must seize the founding Titan's power, as well as the resources of Paradis. Before that, the world must be reminded of the terrible threat that island poses to us all.
You're still
And
doing
every
Marley a
good
favor,
story
though.
needs a narrator. The Tiber family will provide one for us.
They're the keepers of the Warhammer. Is that right?
What's the Warhammer?
Yeah, but the Tybers have never once used the Warhammer Titan against an enemy state.
It's the 9th Titan.
If we speak through the Tybers, the world will hear us out.
You're exactly right.
But
Okay.
the Tybers have been living lives of luxury and freedom.
Why?
They've never fought for their country or their people. Why should they get to play hero now?
Why do they get to live that way?
A festival will take place here in Liberio. Foreign dignitaries and VIPs will be invited to hear this announcement from the Tybers. We will conquer Paradis Island within the next year.
Doubt it.
For the future of our
motherland, Marley, we must join our hearts and minds as one.
They're spying.
All right, then. He always follows orders in the end.
If this is all they're saying in private, I'm not concerned.
Zeke knew about this, though.
Not here in this room, huh?
Reiner's like, yeah, can't fool me. Jesus, Gabi.
Will I have to go back to that damn island?
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm like sweating. Sorry, I just want to see who does McGrath's voice because I swear Neil Kaplan. I thought it was what's his face? Clancy Brown. But it is not. Okay, let's talk about it. Well, the other Eldians of Marley and the Eldians in Liberio are, incredibly brainwashed. Gabi being a relative of Reiner is interesting. Him seeing his, like, younger counterparts, probably Galliard, the older Galliard brother. The fact that the younger Galliard brother is the one that took Emir's power, because Emir took his brother's power. And he's mad. He's really mad. He's angry, which, I mean, I don't blame him. I really like, is it Peak? I really like her. She walked in, I was like, she seems nice. She seems sweet. Has to get used to walking on 2 legs, though. I could see that after 2 months of being the same Titan. That seems like a really long time. Like, why 2 months? Is it just physical labor the entire time? Yeah, really interesting to see them all together and then, speaking as a group, but 100% Zeke knew that those other officers were in the other room listening, and that's why he called them all there and kind of was like reassuring that they were loyal to the cause and we're going to try to find a way to, get back to Paradis. And the Tybers? Tiber. So the Tiber family has the Warhammer Titan, so that's our 9th. I thought maybe the Mideast Alliance had one, and that's how they're creating all of their weapons. But the Warhammer Titan has never been used against an enemy state, and they were the ones that drove off King Fritz. And they're not hated by most Eldians. And they live in luxury. It's just really interesting that there are some Eldians that are better than others in this society. I wonder why it is that they're treated that way, though. Like, what makes them so damn special? It's really funny that I'm like, I don't care about Zeke. And then he's just like, oh, you're going to know my secret. And then is like I have to get back to Paradis. I have to get the Founding Titan. I don't know if it's just because he feels time running out and he wants to accomplish something, or if he has an ulterior goal, which, it might align with Marley, but it might also be something that is more meaningful to him. It's funny because I was like, oh, I want Falco and Colt to get the Beast and the Armored Titan. I actually don't want any of these kids to become Titans. I don't want any of them to have to go through that. Yeah, Reiner's sitting there and just telling like bald-faced lies about the people that he grew to care about on Paradis. And, he was just, it was so evil of her to give him the smaller half of the potato. What a devil. They don't know anything of compromise. They give their lives every single time they go to fight a Titan. Like, what? It's like that double personality that Reiner has, where he has to play a specific part to keep his mindset where he's at and accomplish the goal that has been set, which in this case, it is to defeat Paradis. It's to help Marley's army become great. And Marley knows that it's time. Like I was going to say the days, but like the months and the years are numbered for them, because once they have, flight like planes, I said fighter jets, that's a while off, but even planes that can travel far like spans and drop bombs, like they already did off of like the one, but like when they get some that can like travel across the sea or far into enemy territory, like, yeah, like whoever has those planes is going to win. They're going to defeat everything. Winning a fight by air has shown and proven to be the most effective way, whether it's drones or whether it's planes. What's really interesting is Colt's response to Reiner about the armor and, like being like, oh, and then she's going to give up her life at 27. And it's just like he was being very defensive of it. And Reiner was just like, what the hell did you just say? Yeah, I in that moment, I was like, like, okay. A little bit of like Aaron's panache in that one. I really like that. I mean, I didn't because I felt bad. Oh, it wasn't Colt. It was Falco. Did I say Falco or Colt? Anyways, Falco said that. Colt was too busy getting drunk and celebrating Gabi. Which, I mean, I'm sure he has to do to get through it. I think he's suffering. And then to see like the other Eldian soldiers who are suffering and to be messed with the way they were. And to see the compassion and the care that Falco took with them is so heartwarming, but like the fact that they even had to is ridiculous. The other thing I can think of is not that Zeke wants to free the other Eldians, but that he wants the power of all 9 Titans not to help Marley, but to defeat everybody else, which is like what has been done before will happen, or what has happened before will happen again kind of stuff. Like to create the Eldians as this terrible force of devils that is, again, killing people and, causing mass casualties and, taking other societies and other races and other places and tearing them apart. I don't want that to happen again. That's why I think like Aaron and Armin are the best people to like have that power. Well, Aaron can get a little emotional sometimes, and all it takes is like a hot, like just something personal that like makes him snap, to where Armin's just like not falling for it, or just like, yeah, it sucks, but I'm not going to get mad enough to explode. Aaron very much will. Thankfully, he doesn't have the Colossal Titan. Good grief. Could you imagine? There would just be like huge like boom holes from like the explosion of him just getting mad. I know he wouldn't, but he might. I don't know. I love Aaron, but like he's got a temper. And I love that Zeke really remembered Levi. Can't forget that guy now, can we? Which is not good, because like then he's going to be aiming for Levi. But I don't think he knows about Mikasa, so... And I don't think Reiner knows that Mikasa is an... no, he would know that she's an Ackerman. I don't think he knows Levi's an Ackerman. I don't think he knows what that means. Right? Oh, my goodness. Well, that was an unexpected episode. I don't really like the animation. I can see what people mean about it looking rotoscoped when they were like at the dining table and they were all talking. I was like, oh, I hate the way this feels. I'm still going to watch. I'm still not going to be like, oh, like I can't do this. But like the whole like look of it just feels like there's like a Barbara Walters filter, or someone like smeared like Vaseline across my eyeballs when I'm trying to watch, because it's got like a slight blur to it, or like I don't even know what's throwing me off. Like the contrast is funny. I don't quite know. I'm just staring at Peak lying on the couch talking about the Tybers. Yeah, I guess if the Tybers say, like, this is what happened, then it must be true. I don't think that that's going to make anybody in the world trust Eldians. I think it's such a pipe dream. Like, once there is a xenophobia, like, it's so hard to turn it around. And even if you are 50% successful, it's the other 50% that when they get angry about it, like, that you have to worry about. And like, their hate that fuels them, that hatred is something that, like, it's hard to stop. It's so funny how, like, I'm like still rooting for Reiner, but at the same time, I'm like, shut the hell up, dude. Like, you're lying. And even Gabi calling him out on it was nice. But like, how I could like sit there and defend him, and maybe not Zeke so much, but defend all of these kids, but they all want the same thing, which is the destruction of Paradise. And they're just over there going, I don't really know why the world hates us. Like, why? Wait. Other Eldians want us dead? That's crazy. And like, I don't want Eldia in the hands of Zeke to try to take over and do whatever to destroy the rest of the world or take the rest of the world over. But I just want the Eldians to be free. Not to have to wear armbands, not to have to live behind a wall. Because even Reiner's like, I'm so sick of walls. Same. Same. But hearing that they have sent fleets over to Paradis and they've all been destroyed and no one has come back, that brings me a little bit of joy, because I'm sure it was all Eldians anyways that were killed. I mean, for the most part, there's probably sending Eldian scouts or a ship full of Eldians that have been trained to scout and like a handful of Marleyans. So they're just killing their own people, most likely. But the fact that they are like, oh, well, they probably have the Colossal Titan. They have Eren as the Attack Titan. And they think that Annie's working with them as the female Titan. I don't think Annie would. I don't think so. I mean, maybe, but I doubt it. Man, still thinking about that vision of Reiner seeing his friends young before they like had the power of the Titans. Back when they were innocent, and then there is a time limit to their life. It is the length, if you go the full length of having the power, if you are not killed in between then. And the first Galliard being killed so easily by Ymir's Titan, and then the other Galliard like having that and having Ymir's memories. I mean, not all of her memories. That would be dangerous, right? I wonder why he can't recall any of her memories. It's interesting. But I went off on a couple different tangents there. But I'm really, I want to say excited. I'm so interested to know where the next episode goes. Because I want to know about the Tybers, the Warhammer Titan, you know, what exactly Zeke's plan is, because it might be to conquer Paradis. It might be like, I need like my brother to like join me and then we can conquer the world. I don't know. And then just more of both of these groups with the actual Titans with power, and then our warriors in training and just life for them back home in Liberio. I didn't know if Reiner had gotten to go home, like, period. But I know that, like, when he was talking to Eren, when Eren and Armin and Bertholdt and him were going into the woods to help Eren train, he's like, I want to go home and I want, like, to see my homeland free again and blah, blah, blah. Like, at least that's what I think he said. Now I might be making stuff up. But I like didn't know if he had gone home. And then he's like, hey, Ma. And I'm just like, his mom. He's got a family, like a whole family sitting at the dining table. It's just crazy. But guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to 3 episodes early. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Ooh, what do you think about seeing a little bit more from Reiner? Because wow, the trauma. Wow. It's so funny how I can love and hate somebody so much at the same time. Like, I love him because I empathize with him. I hate him because I understand him. And it's kind of the same thing with Zeke. Well, less empathy for Zeke, quite frankly, because like, and I know he was groomed since he was a child all the way up, but it's kind of like, I don't know really what his ultimate plan is. And I don't think it's great for parody, but like, I don't think he wants to kill his brother. So I have to kind of leave it open that he might have a different type of plan than what Marley does. And if Marley is defeated by the other countries, I'm kind of like, but I think those other countries will kill the Eldians no matter what. So right now, Marley is actually keeping them safe, even though they're utilizing them for bad things. But if the other countries defeat Marley, the Eldians are dead. They'll be slaughtered. So I have a lot of thoughts and feelings. I don't know who's in the right here. All I know is that I care about Aaron, Armin, and Mikasa, and Levi, Hanji, Jean, Connie, Sasha, of course, more than anybody else in this entire show. So I'm just saying. I want them to survive as long as they can. They don't have very many years left, so that sucks. But it is what it is. So we have to... If we know the end's coming, if we know that there's like a ticking clock, let's make the best of it. That's what Zeke's doing. That's what we should be doing. So guys, come back here for the next episode. I don't know what to expect, but I love learning all of this information. So guys, come back here for that. And in the meantime, I'll see ya.